So, you're ready to start or grow your YouTube channel. A round of applause and a kudos to you. No, seriously, 2025 is the best time to consider starting your YouTube channel or making improvements to an existing one. So whether you're a novice or you feel like you're a beginner or intermediate because you have a channel already and you have some content up, but you're looking for ways to improve it, either way, you're in the right space. Today, I'm going to be covering a very simplified start to posting, improving your videos, and ultimately monetizing your channel. To get started, the only thing that you're going to need is a notebook and a pen just in case you want to take additional notes. But don't worry, you'll be receiving a bunch of things with your purchase of this video. You're going to receive some PDF guides, a beginner's creator's tool guide, and I have some other stuff for you in terms of a playlist that can visually walk you through some of the elements that you may need assistance with. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump right in and get started with today's overview. Okay, so here's today's overview. We're going to go through a brief introduction about YouTube and what you need to know. Then we have the essentials for content creation. What is it that you need in order to create quality content? Then we got 3 core focus areas, just 3, for you to focus on as a beginning or novice content creator. And finally, we'll review those offers that I mentioned earlier that you'll be receiving with the purchase of this video. You'll get a step-by-step guide, a ready-to-launch checklist, and I'll also introduce you to some of my coaching services in case you need more help. And so, let's talk about YouTube. I need you to understand that YouTube isn't just a platform to build a loyal audience and community. It is a powerful tool for monetization, which is why we're here today. Content creators use it to generate revenue through ads, brand deals, memberships, and product sales, and that's just to name a few. Beyond direct earnings, YouTube serves as an open source lead generator, driving traffic to businesses, coaching programs, and other income streams. So by strategically leveraging content, creators turn views into value, making YouTube both a growth engine and a financial powerhouse. So let's jump right into the essentials to creating a video. First and foremost, you need at least one of these things on this page. We're going to start on our far left with a phone. That is the most basic equipment that you'll need in order to create a quality video. Now, for any of you who do not want to create content on your phone, or maybe you cannot create content on your phone, meaning to record yourself either visually or for audio and sound, you can use your laptop or desktop. However, you still need to ensure that your microphone is on and that your camera is on. Now, I also placed this phone here in its horizontal position strategically because I want you to remember this. If you are using your phone to record content, you want to have it horizontal during recording. This is to ensure that your video fits into the frame when you upload your video onto the YouTube platform in order to post. It's kind of like a presentation mode. Think 16 by 9 dimensions. So you'll turn your phone into what's called a landscape position or horizontally in order to record your content. Aside from this, you really don't need anything else except for good lighting. So if you have a window and can record in front of the window, that's some of the best lighting to record in front of. Natural lighting is great, it's free. So consider using natural lighting and recording your content in front of a window if you have the ability to. But maybe you don't, or perhaps you're recording content in the evening or the nighttime like I do sometimes. Then you want to consider making an inexpensive purchase of a ring light. A ring light can run anywhere from 30 to 40 bucks and has different lighting modes to suit your mood and also to suit your environment for where you're recording. All right, up next, You don't need a microphone because your phone already has a mic. And again, if you're using a laptop or a desktop to record, you need to ensure that your microphone works or that it's turned on. Otherwise, you may want to invest in a microphone if you don't already have a pair of headphones, which is what's represented here in the far right. Headphones typically have a microphone built into it. Be sure to check sound before you record any length of video in full. So you can do a 10 to 15-second microphone check to play back the sound and make sure that the quality is good. And that's it. That's your essential equipment for recording. Now, slightly off topic of essentials, let's talk about the videos you're actually recording. The other things that you need to know before we get into the rest of the presentation is that you need to begin to think about what your niche and content type will be. Your niche is your topic, what you're going to do or talk about. Some of you may have multiple niches, which is fine. I want you to write down all of the possible topics that you think that you can talk about on camera. Now, while it is important to focus on the growth of one channel at a time, especially as a novice, you may have multiple ideas and you're not sure which one to talk about, and that's fine. You can see which one gains the most traction with your audience. But you do want to choose at least one topic that you can speak about consistently, that you're passionate about, have interest or skills around, or talents, or feel free to choose a niche by what people are searching for online every day. I'll give you a tip. Health, money, and relationships tend to be the top 3 things that people are constantly looking for help or improvements on. Other than that, I have some niches here for you to look at just to give you some examples. Like maybe your thing is cooking and cleaning, beauty products, speaking on various topics, books, podcasts. Are you a foodie? Do you love watching and binging TV shows and movies or traveling? These are all niches. These are types of content in which you can talk about or demonstrate on video. Next, you're going to think about your content type. This is how you're going to deliver your content to your audience. After you choose your niche, you're going to decide on whether you're going to educate your audience and do how-to videos, or is your content for entertainment purposes? Maybe it's more of a documentary style and storytelling. Maybe you do crafts and art or travel vlogs, or maybe it's just for lifestyle and personal development, like one of my channels. Either way, you want to have these 2 things in mind before you create your quality video. So back to the essentials. Next, let's talk about planning a video. There's 4 things that you need to do while planning a video. We're going to talk about all 4. That's listed here on the left side. So you want to research your niche to start. So you've chosen a niche, or maybe you've narrowed down a couple. Research them. Whatever you choose as your niche, you're going to type it in to the YouTube search engine and review at least 5 videos with at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 views. More on why these numbers matter later. But I highlighted them here in red to identify their importance. Next, you're going to build your content calendar. It's really important that you are prioritizing your work around growing your YouTube channel. And yes, this is work. And so you want to be strategic in planning the steps that it takes to create a quality video. And because there's more than one step, you want to make sure that you're planning your time accordingly. So you're going to take up to 30 minutes just to build out your calendar. And here are some things to consider. I've listed these in order of importance, or at least in my opinion, what I feel is most important. You're going to choose a day for research, right? So remember, you have to research your niche, and that's not just a one-time thing. You want to continue to research your niche as much as possible because there are thousands of content creators that can talk about one type of content. Don't let that overwhelm or worry you. That's actually a great thing, is that multiple people can talk about the same thing but in their own style and still build a loyal audience. Then you want to choose a day for recording your content, a day for editing your content if it's needed, a day to create your video thumbnail, title, and description. We'll get into that later. You want to choose a day to upload your content. I just wanted to mention here that when you upload your content, it's going to be as private or unlisted. And then you want to choose a day to publish your post publicly. More on this later. The third thing here is to choose a thumbnail template on Canva, and that's going to take you anywhere between 10 to 15 minutes to start. I put a little asterisk here because we're going to talk about thumbnails later. This term might be new for you. However, I just wanted to mention that Canva, maybe you're new to Canva, maybe you're not, but either way, Canva is a great resource for free templates for any kind of project that you can think of. So you'll go to www.canva.com. You'll type in YouTube thumbnails. You'll choose one of the 20,000 templates provided and customize it to make it your own, all while keeping it simple. A demonstration to come on this later. Finally, you'll upload your video at least 24 hours before publishing it. And don't worry, I have a video for that too. A quick Canva tutorial on creating your thumbnails. You'll go to www.canva.com, and Canva offers a trial for 30 days if you're new to Canva so that you can work on various projects. In order to unlock additional features and to continue to use the awesome features that Canva has, you will have to upgrade your account after the 30-day trial if you want to continue to use Canva. So we'll type in YouTube thumbnails. And you'll see here that it actually already has some preloaded searches with the correct dimensions for a thumbnail. So when you click on thumbnails, you'll see that you have over 20,000 templates to choose from. It can get overwhelming, so just start at the top with something simple because you could customize any template that you like. I'm going to go along with this one since it already has the red background, which red is a part of YouTube's branding, and that's the conversation in which we're having today. And once we open this template, if you hover over this thumbnail, you'll see that there's these purple boxes that will highlight over these elements. That means this is a part of the thumbnail that you can change, even down to the entire background. So I'm going to remove this guy here, and then I'm going to click on this elements button. I'm going to type in camera, and I'm actually going to choose a camera here. And then I'm going to change this wording. So all you have to do is click on the element in order to change the text. So instead, I'll change the text to how to create. Now, as you can see, the dimensions change in the text. You can play around with these white features in the text to either extend the text and even to make it smaller so that it can fit into its frame. How to create YouTube, and I'll leave this here, thumbnails. Maybe I'll add in an additional icon, which you can. You can search anything in this bar here, and it'll bring up a bunch of suggestions. I'll click on the YouTube logo, and as you can see, it has a bunch of logos, graphics, photos, and even videos that we can use. Just for some contrast, I think I'll actually go with this icon. How to create YouTube thumbnails, and boom, that's it. This is as simple as it needs to be. Again, you can click on any element and drag the elements to play around with the sizes. And then you get to decide on what works best for your thumbnail. Remember, keeping it simple is the most important. You want your viewers to be able to read what your video is going to be about, and this thumbnail is what makes your viewers click. So it's really important to keep it simplified, even down to using few words so that is easily digestible and your viewers know and understand what they're about to watch. So once you have your simplified thumbnail, you'll click on this share button, and this will allow you to do various things. But for the purpose of this video and for our thumbnail, you will download this image into a PNG, which is suggested for thumbnails, and then you'll click the button download. There you have it. Your thumbnail is all downloaded and ready for use. Now, let's talk about the essentials to creating a video. Let's pay attention to what's on the left-hand side first. There's 4 essential things that create a quality video. First is going to be a hook, and that's to hook your audience in 0 to 5 seconds. Then you're going to introduce yourself and your topic, which takes up to 5 to 10 seconds. Then you're going to give them a reason to stay. That'll take 10 to 15 seconds. And finally, you'll end with a call to action, which is anywhere between 5 to 15 seconds. I have some examples here on the right side of what a hook is, how to introduce yourself and your topic, giving your audience a reason to stay, and ending with a call to action. I'm going to read out these examples, and I'm going to read them fluidly 1 through 4 so that you can get the gist of how to start your YouTube video. Now, keep in mind, you probably hear your favorite content creators start their videos like this as well. So we're not going to rewrite the script. We're going to follow what already works. So here's the examples. What if I told you the secret to posting your first YouTube video is as easy as 1, 2, 3? Hi, I'm Shayna, and I'm here to help you launch your first YouTube video with ease. In today's video, we'll talk about how to create a hook, introduce yourself and your channel, and give your audience a reason to stay, all in under 60 seconds. And stick around to the end because I'll share 3 tips that helped me release nervousness, boost my confidence, and made me eager to post my first YouTube video this year. If you find this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more tips on crushing your YouTube journey. Boom. Just like that, you're done. And yes, in the beginning, feel free to time yourself, not to put pressure on yourself to actually get through this flawlessly or to make you even more nervous about creating your video. But practice makes progression. And the more that you practice this, the more seamless it'll become. Like, you're not always going to change your name or the introduction of your channel or maybe even the type of content that you're delivering. I mean, the topic might be different for the day, but at the same time, if you create your own introduction, you're going to get used to saying it and you're not even going to have to think about it and it'll become effortless. So you do want to practice that. And even the flow of this introduction is going to become very effortless as well the more that you practice. Keep in mind that you actually need each one of these. You might run into content that you see is successful and they don't use many of these, all of these, or maybe none of them. But just know that the best content creators that earn the big bucks have these things in their video, and or they might be so far gone at this point, meaning that they're making thousands, if not millions on YouTube, that people know who they are, so they may not need to introduce themselves anymore. Just saying. Mr. Beast is one of those people, if you guys know who Mr. Beast is. If you don't, you should. He's generated over $500 million in revenue using the YouTube platform. One thing I do want to point out here that's also very important is to make sure you give your audience what's called a call to action. It is exactly what it sounds like. You want your audience to take action while they're watching your videos. This means that you want them to like, comment, share, and subscribe to your channel. And yes, you do need to tell people to do this. Many times people are not even watching your video, y'all. I just wanted to point that out as well. They're listening to it in the background while they're doing something else, unless your video calls for your audience to watch it. So it's a really good way to remind them to take a moment and to stop, since they're still here listening to your content, to make sure that they're subscribing and sharing your content and that they're commenting. More on these particular actions later, because those three that I just mentioned are actually what I think is most important. All right, so we're going to check out some content that does exactly what we just talked about, but I found that we should cover uploading a video first with these three elements so that we can look at this as a whole when we take a break to actually look at some content to see how this comes to life, all that we're discussing here right now. So, the essentials to uploading a video. Know these three things. They're the most important in terms of being in YouTube's algorithm, because this is how YouTube knows that people want to watch your content. You need a catchy thumbnail, a title, and a full description. Let's start with number one on the left. What is a thumbnail? We mentioned thumbnails before. Thumbnails make people click. They make people click on your video. So this, I gave an example here of myself on the screen, and it says catchy thumbnails can make you money. Okay, so if I learned that catchy thumbnails can make me money, and I'm looking to make money, because remember, those are one of the three things that people are constantly searching on Google or in YouTube is how to make more money, then I might want to just make a bunch of thumbnails for people as a template. Or maybe I want to improve my own content because I want to monetize my YouTube channel, and I understand that catchy thumbnails are important. Either way, just know that thumbnails is the cover art that's over a video and what you see first. This is the first thing your audience sees before they click on your video, and they're very important. Synonymous to the thumbnail, titles are important as well, and your titles should match what's in your thumbnail to some degree. Why? Because it's keywords, and it's also emphasizing to your audience of what they're about to watch. Titles is what hooks the viewer. And I gave us an example here. How to create catchy thumbnails that can make you money. It's very aligned with what's already in a thumbnail, right? Catchy thumbnails can make you money. How to create catchy thumbnails that can make you money. And yes, you literally can make it that close as to what's written on a thumbnail, and I actually highly suggest it. Up next is the description. This is the portion that is inside of the video once your viewer clicks. They can read your description, which informs your audience of what's in the video. And then also, the description is the creme de la creme for content creators because it helps to generate new leads to your business. Customers, subscribers, your email list, and clientele. Those are all your leads. It funnels traffic to your business or your overarching goal or the many outlets that you have outside of just being a content creator. And we'll have a look together to see exactly what I'm talking about here. Okay, guys, so we're on my YouTube channel, and I just typed in must do things in NYC. So, when you type something into YouTube search engine, you get at least a dozen things on your page. But we'll start from the very top. Here we are at our thumbnail. Remember that cover art I was talking about to your video? Well, here it goes. Must do NYC. We see a guy here. He's clearly in NYC or has an image of NYC behind him. He definitely used a Canva template or some sort of template to put this together, right? So this is your cover art as we talked about. So that's your thumbnail. Here goes your title. NYC First Timers Guide, 10 must-do experiences. So do you see the similarities between the thumbnail and the title? Must do and NYC, all keywords in the thumbnail, keywords are also in the title. Now remember, I also told you that when you're doing your research, be sure to look at channels that has at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours or 4,000 views. Well, we could see that right from here on our landing page before even clicking on a video. So John Barr has 547,000 subscribers, well over 1,000, And also, he has 540,000 views on this video, well over 4,000 views. So we'll go ahead and watch this one to start. Now let's listen in to see how John introduces this video.
When you visit New York City as a first timer, there's certain things you just have to do. Today, I'm going to be sharing the 10 most iconic New York City experiences. You're going to love them, trust me.
All right, so we're going to take a quick stop just to talk about those 4 things. Did you catch what John did and did not do? Now, keep in mind, again, John has over 500,000 subscribers already. And John actually has his name as his channel and channel handle. His name is John Barr. So he did not introduce himself. However, did he introduce what he was going to talk about today? Did he hook you immediately? Did he give us a reason to stay and a call to action? I found that he did 2 of the 4 things that I'm telling you, you definitely want to cover as a beginner on this platform of letting people know who you are, especially if your channel name and handle is not your actual name. So if you're choosing something fancy, or if you're choosing your channel brand or something fun instead to be your handle for your channel, you want to introduce yourself and let your audience know who you are so that they can talk about you, so that they can advertise to their family and friends as they're sharing your content. So John did not introduce himself, but in a way, his channel does, because his handle and his name is here already. Okay, he did say that he's going to cover the 10 or the top 10 iconic experiences that we absolutely have to have when we visit New York City. And he said that we're going to love them. Trust him. That's the reason to stay, believe it or not. He didn't give us a call to action, not in the beginning, but he may give his call to action at the end. This is something else I wanted to cover, is that you can give your call to action at the end of your video instead, especially if you're looking to monetize your video. Remember, you want to tell your audience what you need from them. So go ahead and let them know that you would like for them to comment, subscribe, and to share this video with someone they know who appreciates it. It's good to do this in the beginning, the middle, and the end if possible. But if you don't want to be overkill, make sure that you mention this at least once in your video. Now, we're going to have a look at John's description. Remember, we talked about thumbnails, titles, and descriptions. We covered thumbnails, we covered titles. Now, let's get into the description portion. All right, same video. Here's John's description. Right away, John lets us know what we're going to be watching in this video, and he also keeps it very short and direct. Save many hours of planning with our NYC guides. And then he has a link here. More on that in a second. 10 iconic New York experiences every first timer must try. Again, very synonymous to his thumbnail and his title. It's also in his description. From here on out, John actually pretty much just gives us links to so many things. The cheapest way to book NYC attractions, free first timers guide to NYC, buy an NYC art print postcard from Adriana's store with an Etsy link here. Subscribe now. Don't forget, the more the merrier. Call to action. There we go. John also has links to some other odd things here, like buy me a slice of pizza at this really cool website where people can donate and buy you coffee and things. Travel for free with these rewards credit cards. Buy some merchandise from his Teespring shop. John also has his social media handles here on his other sites to connect with him. These are what's called chapter lists. So these are timestamps. So if we go to this holidays in NYC, if we click on that, it'll actually bring us right to our holiday travel portion, holidays in NYC of the video. John also has his equipment that listed here for how he produced this video. Support this channel by buying these through my affiliate links. Are you guys picking up what I'm putting down about building out your description? John got straight to the point about what the video was about, and then he wasted no time optimizing and making sure he was an opportunist for making this a gateway to all of the other things that he has going on outside of this platform. John has his affiliate links here. He has his social media handles that's outside of YouTube's platform. He also has even a donation link here that we can send money directly to him for buying him coffee, or in this case, buying him a slice of pizza. He has his merchandise listed here as well. Guys, this is what I'm talking about when I say that this platform allows you to generate leads. You want to build out your description with your outlets that plugs in everything else that you have going on. This is going to be a part of our monetization strategy when we get into it in a few. We're going to highlight some of these things that we've discussed here in this description box in just a few. Now, before we get into our next slide, I want you to take a moment right now in your notebook to write down all of your outlets. What can you plug about yourself? What are all of your social media handles and ways that people can connect with you that you would want to list here, including your website, including your email? What are some resources, either free or paid, that you can offer on your YouTube channel that you can plug into your description? Do you have any donation outlets or links that you can use, including your Cash App and Venmo? Are you affiliated with any products or services or platforms outside of YouTube that you can list in your description box as well? Write down everything. And then we're going to talk more about your diversification strategy for monetizing on this platform. Okay, guys, that's it. We covered all of the essentials: your equipment, you choosing your niche and your topic to talk about, the way that you're going to deliver that content. We talked about planning, creating your video, and also uploading a video. Those three things that you need: your thumbnails, your titles, and a built out description. We had a look at Canva and how to create those thumbnails. And now it's time to talk about our three core focus areas. So, here's what you need to focus on in order to become monetized on YouTube. 1. Consistency over perfection. It's about posting at least once a week. And yes, I mean at least once a week. If once a week is not feasible, keep in mind that you need to be impeccable with your word and let your audience know when you'll be posting next. The last thing you want to happen is that someone actually resonates with your content, but they don't know when you're going to post next, and your schedule is just so unpredictable that they can actually go and find the same information somewhere else from another content creator who's more consistent than you. Make sure you build out your content calendar, decide when you're going to post, and stick to it. Maybe if your schedule only allows for you to post bi-weekly, that's something that you want to say in your videos and let your audience know as well as soon as possible so that they know when to expect your content next. You want to establish a monetization strategy. More on that to come, but there's various ways to monetize on YouTube, as we already started to discover. Then you want to master your YouTube studio. In this section, I'm going to be giving you the key metrics to focus on in your YouTube studio that's going to help you to become monetized. I just want to emphasize that consistency is key. Consistency looks like showing up even when you don't feel like it, posting on schedule, refining your content, and staying engaged with your audience. It's about creating a rhythm that keeps you top of their mind, that builds momentum and turns viewers into loyal subscribers. Stay the course, because the results will inevitably follow. All right, y'all, time to talk about some money. Let's talk about our monetization strategy, how to diversify your income strategy using this platform. Now, YouTube has what's called a paid partnership program. This is how you earn revenue directly from the YouTube platform. Now, as a part of this program, what you get to turn on is something called AdSense revenue. When you watch content that has an ad either before, during, or after your content. Well, YouTube is paying that content creator in that moment. So that means that your content creator has met these guidelines. There's three things that you need in order to turn on your AdSense revenue and to start to monetize through the partnership program. You need at least 500 subscribers, 3,000 watch hours, and you need to adhere to YouTube's policies and guidelines. When you go directly to YouTube, you can search for their policies and guidelines and learn more about this. But just know that you need at least 500 subscribers, 3,000 watch hours for long form video in order to start to earn revenue through ads that's being shown before, during, or after the content that you're publishing. Now, this has recently changed from 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours, especially for long form videos. So, actually, when you have 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours, you get partial ad revenue. When you hit 1,000 and 4,000, you actually earn more. For anyone who is interested in shorts, so those are 60-second videos. You'll see shorts sometimes under your long form content when you're just consuming and watching content. You'll see a short video for 60 seconds. You'll need 3 million views, and that's changed from 10 million. Yes, you can earn AdSense revenue as well through YouTube's partnership program on just creating shorts alone. However, I would say that you want to focus on at least finding a rhythm in one of these things before doing both, unless your shorts is directly connected to your long form video. Now let's talk about all of the other ways that you can earn through YouTube's partnership program. You get to earn revenue through something called channel memberships. So people can actually subscribe to a membership for your channel. So maybe you find that out of the 1,000 subscribers that you have, that 100 would really like you to deep dive on one particular thing that you're talking about. Well, turn that into a membership, right? You're already producing all of this free content. Now you get to have your members come and focus in and study on this one thing that they find very interesting and want you to talk more about. Super chats and super thanks are usually donations made during live events, which you can't even do a live event until you can turn on your earn toggle button in order to monetize your channel. Meaning you still need 500 subscribers at least and 3,000 watch hours in order to host a live event. But during live events, when you get there, your audience can make donations right then in the moment using super chats and super thanks. These donations could go anywhere from a few cents to a few $100s. So don't underestimate super chats and super thanks. They're exactly what they sound like. It's a way for your audience to say thank you to you for producing content and for taking your time to go live. YouTube premium revenue. So if you're like myself, you pay for YouTube and their additional features. So I'm a premium YouTube channel member. This means that I actually don't watch ads on my content. The ads have been completely removed. Nonetheless, you actually get paid more when a premium member watches your content. So YouTube pays more for premium members watching your content without any ads at all. All of the additional features that come with being a premium member is neither here nor there for the content creator, aside from the fact that when they watch your content, each piece of content, that you get paid more for them watching your content. Then there's affiliate marketing. Okay, so we saw John Barr, for example, he attached his affiliate links to all of the equipment that he used to produce his video in his description. So you can become an affiliate marketer as well directly with YouTube, or you may have some affiliates from other brands that you use and love that you can attach to your channel as well. YouTube has its own merchandise shelf, so you don't have to go out and get a storefront from elsewhere, like an Etsy or a Stan store or a Shopify. You can use YouTube's merchandise shelf and build your own shop. You can create mugs, hats, t-shirts. You might notice some of your favorite content creators does this as well. They'll put their brand on it or their artwork. Next, you can have sponsored content. Yes, you can have brand deals and sponsorships for your content. More on this in a second. As you can see, I put an asterisk on a few of these things because most of these you cannot do until you have 500 subscribers at minimum and 3,000 watch hours. You can also embed your links, right? So we also saw John embedded a bunch of links into his description box. So we're going to talk more about that, right? And we're going to re emphasize how important that is. Because for your monetization strategy right now, how you can begin to practice this and make some progress and eventually start to earn additional revenue outside of YouTube's partnership program is through affiliate marketing, becoming sponsored by a brand, so producing sponsored content, and then embedding your links into your description box. So, affiliate links, you can get paid by recommending products in your niche. Maybe you're an affiliate with Amazon and you try their products and do reviews. Well, create content around this. And then you can add your affiliate link to your description box, and people could go and purchase those same products that you reviewed, especially the ones that you loved. Another one that people do very often is going to be microphones. A lot of people end up investing in microphones to have better quality sound in their content or even to reduce background noise because some microphones do that when you're in a noisy environment. So, review your microphone. And that brand may just have an affiliate program. So, you can apply for an affiliate program. They could say, yay, we're going to work together. I'll give you this affiliate link. And each time someone makes a purchase of this product using your affiliate link, they will pay you a commission, a percentage of that sale for putting their product in front of your audience. Make sense? Then there's brand partnerships and sponsorships. Not really similar to affiliate links because they have major differences. First and foremost being that brand partnerships and sponsorships usually pays you for putting their products in front of your audience. So I encourage brand deals with products and services that you already are using because they will automatically pay you for taking a part of your content and putting the product that they send you or they'll ask you to talk about the service that you use in front of your audience, and then they'll still give you a link to share with your audience where they can usually receive some sort of discounted price for signing up to that service or for purchasing that product as well. And then a lot of times for products, they'll send you more products for free so that you can use them and talk about their products in front of your audience, or even the services you get to beta test sometimes to give them feedback about what you think about it and to do reviews on that feedback in front of your community. And then finally, you want to embed your links. Do you have a business? And if you have a business, do you have a website or a landing page or some other hub spot to where your leads come as a collective to purchase your products or services? Do you have workshops or other products or offers? What do you have? What did you write down and what more can you write down? You want to embed links to all of your outlets in your description. All right, y'all, we're coming down to the nitty gritty. We're going to talk about your YouTube studio. You need to master the YouTube studio. Each time that you post content, it is giving you feedback about your audience and about the type of content that you're producing, whether your audience finds it valuable or not, or if YouTube can even pick up your content in its algorithm because your content can be really valuable, but are you reviewing your studio so that you can make improvements? Well, you want to build this into your content calendar, scheduling regular reviews of your YouTube studio. So schedule a weekly, definitely no more than a monthly analytics review on your content calendar in order to track progress and adjust your strategies. I recommend weekly because it could be overwhelming to have to review several posts at a time and to understand what improvements you need to make when you do it monthly, especially longer than a month. But if weekly doesn't work, try bi weekly. At least make sure that you don't go over a month's amount of time to review your YouTube studio. Also, part of YouTube Studio Mastery are these key metrics. There's a lot that's in your YouTube studio. There's a lot of metrics to analyze, but I'm going to give you the three that matters the most. Here are three key metrics that you want to pay attention to because, I mean, the YouTube studio can also be very overwhelming. There's a lot happening in there and a lot of feedback in there. It's great. Feel free to play with every single button that's in there and learn what it does, learn what the studio is trying to tell you about your content so that you can make improvements. However, these are the three key metrics that's going to help you towards your goal of monetizing your channel. One is called the click through rate. This measures how often people click on your videos after seeing it. A high click through rate means your title and thumbnail are attracting viewers. So, those are those keywords again, that's important. Then there's your watch time or your views. This is the total amount of time people spend watching your video, which signals to YouTube that your content is engaging, right? So we talked about YouTube's algorithm. How do we get our content onto the algorithm? Well, it's by watch time. And then finally, it's engagement. You want to pay attention to whether you are increasing or decreasing in subscribers, whether they're leaving comments. And when your audience leave you comments, y'all, you need to respond to them either with a like or a reply. And then the amount of shares. Why? Because that's word of mouth advertising, basically. If I find value in your content and I decide to share it with someone else, that's a potential new subscriber. That's definitely added watch time. It's an easy click. So these are the three metrics that are most important in your YouTube studio. All right, folks, and that's it. That is a wrap. And now here is all of the assistance to supplement your journey to launching your channel and to becoming monetized that you're receiving inside of your email for free as a part of you purchasing this content today. You have already received your Welcome to Your Beginners Creators Tool Guide that will reemphasize a lot of things that we talked about today and even give you some recommendations in terms of like a microphone that you can use, a ring light that you can use, and some other fun things. Okay, then you'll get a video checklist, everything that you need in order to upload that quality video. And finally, you'll get a monetization roadmap. A lot of those things that we talked about today, affiliate links and brand deals and sponsorships, will be inside of this monetization roadmap. So I have a couple questions for you. So I want you to write yes or no to each one of these questions. Now that we're ending this workshop, do you have a clear idea of what type of content you can create consistently? Yes or no? Based on that idea, do you think that you can confidently outline at least 10 video ideas that align with your niche? Do you feel confident that you can structure your videos for the maximum engagement and watch time from your audience? Do you feel that you can clearly outline a content calendar for yourself so that you can execute a video at least once a week? Yes or no? Do you feel confident now creating and optimizing video titles, thumbnails, and descriptions? Do you believe that you can create a system to stay consistent and accountable with posting your content? Do you feel confident that you can track and interpret your key YouTube analytics and improve your content? And do you now understand how to attract and grow your audience beyond just posting videos, actually generating traffic that can lead to your business and your outside endeavors outside of YouTube? Yes or no? Do you understand how YouTube can be a lead magnet for you or revenue generating tool for your business? After learning about the essential equipment, do you feel confident in choosing the right setup for your videos? After covering it today, do you feel that you'll have the right tools to write your titles and description that'll help your videos get discovered? Now that we've discussed different monetization strategies, do you know which ones might work best for you? Do you clearly understand the metrics to focus on that's going to help your channel growth that'll lead you to monetization? Now, I want you to count up all of your yeses and all of your nos. If you've realized that there's areas where you still need help, that's completely normal. And the good news is that you don't have to figure it out alone. In fact, I have another offer for you to ensure that you don't have to figure it out alone, and that allows us to continue to work together to make sure that we're turning those no's into yeses. So if you have more no's than yeses, this is especially important for you to listen up, because my coaching program is designed to give you hands on guidance, support, and accountability that you need in order to launch and grow your channel the right way. And so finally, we're at our final offer. There's a 30-day YouTube posting challenge. This is a 4-week program. We work together one on one and we go over your YouTube channel. And the payoff is, by the end of this 4-week program, you will have a YouTube posting plan with a clear and simple strategy for your first 10 videos. You'll have the accountability and the support that you need. I have a WhatsApp group community where you can check in, ask questions, and stay motivated with videos that I send to you. There'll be live Q&A sessions where you can join a 30-minute live and Q&A, or watch the recording where you can get direct help on what's stopping you from posting and growing. Then we can master your analytics, those 3 key metrics. We need to understand those. So if you're not clear, you need to get clear on those 3 metrics. And then finally, I will do a personalized YouTube channel audit where you'll get tailored feedback on your videos, your thumbnails, your SEO, and then your content strategy to ensure that you are optimizing all of these things that will ultimately lead you to full monetization on YouTube. And with that being said, my friends, if you would like to be in my 4-week program, in the same email with your PDF guides and your creator's tool guide, you're going to also receive a link. That link will direct you to a form to which you can purchase your 4-week program. Once you're in the program and once you've made the purchase, you'll receive next steps via email. So I really look forward to those of you who would like to continue to work together one on one, and I look forward to your responses. I want to thank you for sitting through this presentation with me, for being a valued part of my community, and also for taking care of yourself. I truly believe that YouTube is the new retirement plan, a new pension plan, and not just passive income, but it's so many content creators' primary income. People have left their full-time jobs to become full-time content creators because there is a huge payoff on this platform. While it's open source now, we can't guarantee that it will always be that way. Look how much Netflix has changed. We can't guarantee that YouTube won't grow exponentially over the next few years or even this year. I just want to remind you that, once again, the time is now, and you couldn't have chose a better time to purchase this video, to sit through this presentation, and then also to consider growing your own YouTube channel so that you can get a piece of the pie too. So no more leaving money on the table. Let's continue to work together and to grow together and to become the best content creators, providing value to our communities. See you when I see you. Peace.